What's up? Yeah, I'm on Freddy streams a lot. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the best at uh tropics, but it is what it is. I'm just trying to get everything set up here. Okay, can you hear me? Is my audio coming through? Okay. That is great. So, I'm still getting everything figured out. I am not very experienced when it comes to streaming yet. Okay. Let me turn the audio off for that. Okay. So right now we have a category for Hurricane Helene. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. And yeah, good point. That is it's actually crazy just the amount of lightning that's right here. All these little pinpoints right there. Let me go straight there. All this right there. That is all lightning. All these little plus signs. Um, and the lightning can be a sign of deepening of the low pressure center and of soon to be rapid intensification. So that is always great. Well, not great. That is not good for the people here. It is good for the storm and its intensification, but that means it's going to become stronger and affect the people around the Big Bend of Florida. Some of the areas that will be heavily affected by this, anywhere from really Apalachicola through the Big Bend down to near Tampa. Tampa earlier got some pretty big storm surge, and anywhere north and west of that is going to see some pretty good uh, effects from this. Trying to get Epic Pen, but it doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, there's I personally don't think it will happen, but there is like a very, very, very slim chance that this could reach Cat 5, but that's some people's opinion. I really think it'll stay at moderate to maybe strong Cat 4 by the time it hits landfall. And storm surge is really, really going to be a big problem. I mean, we're talking 15 through 20 feet of storm surge in some areas. That's completely submerging some homes. That's honestly crazy. This is not something you see every day. So I think I got most of the stuff set up. So if you have any questions, just let me know in the chat. I'm getting used to monitoring that. Yeah, I mean, the storm surge is one of the big talking points about Helene at the moment. Just how high it's going to be and how damaging that's going to be. I believe that it was described as unsurvivable storm surge earlier. So, if you do know anyone in this area, they definitely should have evacuated by now, but I guess all you can do is really pray for them or hope that they can make it out of there. It would not be ideal to be anywhere or stuck anywhere near the coast in the Big Bend at the moment. Anywhere from, like I said, even like Port St. Joe all the way over down to like Cedar Key, maybe even further south towards Tampa. Anywhere in between that, you really, really don't want to be close to the shore. I mean, there were mandatory evacuations and everything. I mean, the storm surge is just going to be unimaginable. It's going to probably be extremely devastating. And what's up? What's up, Tombo? How's it going? Yeah, I mean, I'll add y'all as moderators. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, thank you, Tombo. I mean, this is my first time. I'm getting used to it, but it's going pretty good. I'll go ahead and add you as a managing moderator. There you go. There you guys go. I got you guys. Y'all are mods now. There you go. Thank you. So right now, what's that? Saying there's a hail core. I doubt that. But yeah. I think that this is gonna hit like the very center of the eye. Will probably hit around Perry. Between like Perry and Crawfordville. We should get a pretty good look at it from the Tallahassee radar. And what we also need to talk about is all the way back up into parts of Georgia, South Carolina, even Tennessee, even North Carolina. We're going to have some historical flooding. Like, they were comparing the flooding for South Carolina, I believe, to as bad. The last flood that was as bad as the flooding that they're expecting there was in 1916, so well over 100 years old, and yeah, so it's very, very, very strong, and it will persist well inland. Yeah, I mean, I will definitely be watching out for the remnants here in Nashville. I'm excited to see what happens here. Hopefully, nothing too bad. We'll probably just get some gusty winds, a lot of rain. I believe Nashville's in like a slight risk for excessive rainfall. So yeah, hopefully nothing too bad happens, but a cool big gust would be fun to play around in. But yeah, flooding is actually going to be a very, very, very big concern with this storm system. Um, yeah, there are reports of flooding right now near Atlanta. Um, Emergency managers have been reporting a lot of flooding. No exact measurements, but near the Atlanta, Georgia area. And areas like that. And wow, just look at this lightning. Look at all that lightning around the eye wall right there. I mean, let me check if we have any mesovorts in there. Yeah, I'm not sure. We might have a couple of mesovorts still around the eye, but this does have the opportunity to keep on strengthening. I think I'm actually real quick going to send on my X page that I'm live. Yeah, 20 plus feet of storm surge is crazy. You do not see that every day. Yeah, wishing you the best of luck. Anyone who's in that area. Yeah. So just because there's light rain on the back of that eye wall doesn't mean it's not strong, and that tends to happen a lot, but that if you look at this loop, it's starting to fill in with convection from back here. We're having like a little bit of dry air creep into there, but I think it should be able to recover right before landfall. I am not sure about that. Tombo, I will check. I'm gonna go ahead. Try to send the link to my live on my Twitter. View channel. Okay, there we go. I also hit 40 subscribers. That's awesome. The goal, guys, 50 subscribers by tonight. The goal is 50 subscribers tonight. You think we can hit that? I'm at 41 right now. I think we got it. I'm about to send the link to my live on Twitter. Feel free to repost it if you want. Hurricane covering Hurricane Helene. I'm slow at typing. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. X, there we go. Okay, I just sent out that tweet. Probably a couple of typos, but it's fine. W Tombo in the chat. We got 4 current viewers, I think. We have 6 watching right now. Let's go, guys. 6 watching. So right now we are tracking Hurricane Helene as it will likely make landfall within maybe the next hour or so. Probably somewhere near Perry, Florida. And the effects of it could be catastrophic. I mean, we're talking 15 to 20 foot plus storm surge with consistent 130 mile an hour winds or more, with gusts up into maybe 150, 160. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, this dry air, we have a little bit of a slot of dry air coming into it right now. Hopefully that punches it in the gut a little bit, weakens it for a couple of seconds right before landfall, but honestly, it's not looking like that could do much to it. It's got a bunch of these. See these little fingers, finger-looking like things right here. This. Those are all like mesovorts, and that is a sign of rapid intensification. That was a bit ago. We still have remnants of them, so still has the capability, and it probably will take advantage of it, and it probably will rapidly intensify right before landfall here, but everyone who's near the coast here should already have evacuated. I'm really not sure what to tell you if you haven't yet. So if you are stuck anywhere between around Apalachicola and probably like Cedar Key area, maybe even further south, I'd just say hunker down. Try to get out of there if you're really close to the coast, because this storm surge will be absolutely crazy. It's going to be in the double digits, which is never a good sign. You do not see that every day. Okay. And another aspect of this storm that we do want to be covering is the flooding. We have a lot of flooding. We're going to have historic flooding in South Carolina, Georgia, maybe even southeastern, or maybe just the very eastern part of Tennessee, North Carolina, areas like that, and of course Florida. We may be seeing a lot of devastating flooding. Flooding we haven't even seen within the last century, they say, in South Carolina. They were comparing this event, saying that the last event of this magnitude, flooding-wise in South Carolina, was in 1916. So, everyone in those areas needs to have a plan in place for flooding, make sure that they can stay safe if and when bad flooding does occur. Okay. Satellite's still looking pretty impressive. We've definitely got a defined eye. Yeah, this is not Debbie. This is a couple steps up from Debbie. So in that bottom left corner, you can see the satellite there, and you can see that eye as it develops. Looking really like nice, pretty close. We do have that dry air sneaking in on the top right of the storm, but I really have my doubts on how much that can hinder this. What's up, Pettis? Don't watch too long. I suck at this. Nah. I'm just trying to get a feel for the whole streaming thing. It's pretty chill. So yeah, the lightning around the eye wall right now is still crazy. There's a lot right here. One sec. Nah, Connor just posted one of the most vile tweets ever. Bro, no way. That's tragic. My GR is being slow, per usual. Trying to check out if it's something with my Wi-Fi. I'm gonna go take a look at the radar up in southern South Carolina. GR being slow once again. Is it crashing? That would be tragic. Yeah. Something like that. It says GRs. Okay. It almost crashes every time I change radars, but it's chill. Okay. So, wow. Yeah. Freddy looks to be having a blast. He's getting absolutely hammered by some winds over there in, uh, I believe Perry, not Perryton, Texas, Perry, Florida. Um, so yeah, how's this looking up here? These are just a bunch of mini soups. Um, yeah. Look at all these. They all just have that curvature to them, like that. Could possibly see maybe one or two tornado warnings out of these tonight. Just like a bunch of little beans coming on shore. Nothing looking too impressive right now. I'm not sure what that is. I don't like that green. Looks a little bit untrustworthy. I'm not liking that, so I'm taking that couplet with a grain of salt. Um, Once again, you see the velocity isn't showing much. The reflectivity looks scary. If you saw something like this coming to your house with that big curve and then that reflectivity ball on the end, you might get scared. But if you look at this, the velocity, it's pretty unimpressive. Nothing too much is going on there. I mean, if that picks up right there in the next couple of scans, velocity scans should come in soon. Uh, I would definitely keep my eye on it. But yeah, you just got a bunch of these little beans. You can call them mini supercells, little tropical supercells coming on shore in South Carolina, Georgia area. They all do have a low potential for tornadoes, but the potential is still there. Okay, one sec. My mom just texted me. One second. My Grammy texted me and said, on Fox Television, they're showing a video of the storm in Tallahassee, Florida, with the name Brandon Kopic. Is that a storm chaser you might know of? Indeed, it is. Okay. Okay. Um, what's up, Mr. David? I open the ALS settings. Okay. So, let me try to get this frame in there. With the OBS, the aliasing settings, it's not coming through onto there. Let me try to fix that real quick. Once again, I'm very new to this streaming thing. It is a little bit of a learning curve, but I think I'm getting it. Okay, wait. Okay, I got those settings up there. Took me a minute to get it there, but okay, wait. Okay, let me do that. Okay, I unchecked the use when profile. Let me see if that changed anything. Okay, so okay, so I just want that use when profile not checked off. Okay, so let me go there. Oh yeah. I kind of question that. Not very high dBz right there, but the reflectivity looks scary, but the velocity isn't particularly catching my eye. I'm definitely keeping my eye on it. So, what exactly do you mean by delete? I'm tired. Deleting the velocity. I went to view and went to the alias settings, and I turned the use when profile off. So I went to try that. This is GR2. GR2 analyst. So it's GR2, and I went to that, and the two options it has are convert unresolved to ND and use wind profile, and I unchecked the use wind profile one. Okay. Let me check X in a second. NWS tornado posted. Oh, okay. Make sure that is off. Okay, yeah. Oh. That definitely helped a lot. That is nice. Well, look at that. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. That is awesome. I'm gonna turn some of the warnings back on, and yeah, look at that. There's a tornado warning right here in Jacksonboro. Let me go to reflectivity. Yeah, so just a mini supercell that just came off the water. It is now headed towards Jacksonboro, South Carolina, and you can see right here we have not necessarily red greens and reds right next to each other, but we have really, really fast moving greens, which are winds moving away from the radar, and then some that are slower, which is indicative of rotation, because you got this moving this way, this and this one's slower, so it's rotating like that. And let me see how the velocity couplet has progressed. Yeah, so it has tightened up a little bit as it's nearing Jonesboro. I'm going to go here, turning the background on and going to one like this just to see how populated it is. Jacksonboro doesn't seem to be too insanely populated, but anyone there definitely needs to be taking shelter. Let me check with CC. I don't really see a defined debris signature with this at the moment, but that doesn't mean there's not a tornado that could be dropped at any moment or that's on the ground right now. So anyone in the warning polygon that stretches from the west side of Walterboro over to Cottageville and back down to Jacksonboro, anyone in that polygon needs to be taking shelter immediately. We do also have a tornado warning on this storm I was talking about earlier, near Stillwell, Georgia. The velocity really isn't looking too impressive to me at the moment, but the NWS issues the warnings, and it's their word, and they're the experts. So anyone in this polygon does need to be taking shelter. There is a tornado warning. It stretches from around Springfield to Shawnee to Kildare and to, might not even attempt to pronounce that, Cleo, Georgia, right on the border of South Carolina and Georgia. I don't see anything super strongly indicating that there's a tornado on the ground at the moment, but you still need to be playing it safe and taking shelter. We do have what is that? A water spout that is moving on shore that weather spotters have confirmed near Tybee Island, Skidaway Island, and that's heading towards Savannah and Thunderbolt, Georgia. And that has been reported by spotters, so there's confirmation that there is a water spout that is coming ashore. So anyone in this polygon here does need to be taking shelter. Yeah, there is. Let me go back to that. Yep. Look at that. That is really interesting. Is there not really a closer, better radar look, but yeah. Definitely really cool. Definitely is there. Well, this next scan kind of closes up looking at a couplet somewhere in there, I believe. So yeah, anywhere from anyone that's in this polygon, which stretches from Skidway Island up to Port Worth, Georgia, and then all the way over to I can't see under the polygon. One sec. Bluffton, South Carolina, and back down to the coast. Everyone in that polygon does need to take shelter. I'm gonna move all the way over here. GR does not like it when I change radar sites for some reason. It's heading towards, that's actually close to Jeffersonville. I'm getting a couple of texts from people about what's going on with the hurricane, how it's going to affect us here in Nashville. I'll get to that in a second. So the radar does not want to load. It does not want to download. So right now I will discuss what we're thinking will happen here here near Nashville, Middle Tennessee, and like inland with this hurricane. It's definitely going to be strong. It's going to persist and be pretty strong well inland, even into Georgia, still being a full-on hurricane. But once it does get up here to like Middle Tennessee, this area, we're just expecting a lot of rain and maybe some strong wind gusts, 40 for pushing it, maybe 45, 50 mile an hour wind gusts. So enough to maybe blow a couple of branches down, knock your trash can over. But nothing that should do any structural damage or anything too serious, but just be aware that we will be getting a lot of rain here too. A lot of rain. So flooding is a slight concern. I believe we're in a slight risk for excessive rainfall. Yeah, slight risk for excessive rainfall here in Nashville. Most of Tennessee is in a lower end risk for flooding and heavy rain. So just keep your eye out for that. Once again, definitely go follow Nash Severe Weather on Twitter because they always have you updated. They have a blog like every day. And if you're trying to learn about weather, read the blog every day. Do it. Also, a wise man once told me to, if you're trying to learn a lot more about meteorology, go to NWS-SPC and read the forecast summary every morning. And I've been keeping up with that. The Savannah storm went nuts. Let me move back over to the radar in South Carolina. Check up on these tornado warning storms here. Geo really doesn't like when I move radar sites, but that is okay. It gets the job done, and it's a really nice radar program. Saved up a whole summer for this. It's beautiful. NROT spiked with the TDS. Okay. There's NROT. Oh yeah. I would take that CC with a grain of salt right there, just because, yeah, it seems to be pocketed. Maybe that right there. I'm not sure though, but most of this right here, that right there, that's in these lower DBZ. Like, that's 17 DBZ, 17 through like 30 DBZ. And I usually don't trust anything until it's in like the 40 DBZ range, between 30 and 40 DBZ. I always take radar with a grain of salt. Thank you, Cody. We're working on it. The current wind speeds of Hurricane Helene, I can give you radar wind speeds right now while I try to see if I can find what the hurricane hunters last measured in there. Last time I checked, the hurricane hunters at flight level got wind gusts, max wind speed of like 140, 150, but I wouldn't quote me on that. GR's working. Let me try to find that. Okay. GR's back up, and whoa. That looks way better with that. With what you told me there. Thank you. That's awesome. So, right now, we're getting really strong winds around 160 miles an hour. That is, let me see how high above ground level that is. Yeah, that is around 5,000 feet above ground level. But that's still extremely strong winds. Yeah, that's like 150 miles an hour. The closest to the radar, like well inland into Jefferson, around 1,500 feet above ground level. We're still getting like 60 mile an hour winds measured from the velocity scans, and that is severe weather. That's, how do I say this? That meets the criteria for a severe thunderstorm. So normally this would be warned as a severe thunderstorm for probably 60 mile an hour wind gusts, something around there. Something that's very interesting is the severe criteria is actually 58 mile an hour wind gusts and above is severe. So yeah, 30-mile-an-hour max sustained winds. Yeah. So definitely, when you're looking at this radar, this is not what's going on the ground, but it can give you a general idea. But as anything, I always do take radar with a grain of salt. And yeah, look at all these like fingers, little mesovorts. It looks like. Yeah, it looks like this is probably gonna make landfall. The eye/eye wall probably around Taylor, Deckley Beach. Probably gonna go up into Perry and Boyd, Florida. So yeah, looks like we could have complete landfall here within the next half hour to hour. I am not a hurricane specialist. I am not. Hurricanes are not my normal cup of tea, but I love weather, so I gotta learn every aspect of it. So this last month and a half, I've been really trying to read up on tropics. Okay. Thank you. Always got to look at the height of the velocity because I see a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people on YouTube that are like, oh my gosh, that's like 150-mile-an-hour winds. And I'm like, that's thousands of feet above ground level. So, I mean, we had the funny thing happen the other day when BNA was down, which was annoying, where we had that measured wind gust, what was it, of like 69.1 miles an hour, and we just could not see that on radar. That was interesting. I was watching live as I was setting up my cameras for that updraft video I got. Still love looking at that. That was beautiful. So, yeah, you can look at all this lightning. There's a lot of lightning in this area right here in the eye wall. And that can mean that the low pressure center is lowering, and it can be a precursor to some rapid intensification. So I'll be keeping my eye on that as that makes landfall. But I'm going to hop back over to the Savannah storm with the reported tornado. Yeah. Yeah, it seems pretty populated, so I hope that isn't headed straight for there. What's the ETA on landfall? I actually will go check the temp of the cloud tops. The ETA, I mean, I'd say it'll probably make landfall, yeah, definitely somewhere within the next hour, I think. Maybe even half hour. I won't give an exact time because big hurricanes in the Gulf, they wobble a little bit sometimes, slow down, speed up, do different things. Let me go. Would I use GS East for that? Or GOES, whatever you want to call it. A little bit rusty. I've been grinding out my schoolwork lately. Like you said. Oh yeah, COD. is severely underrated in my opinion. But yeah, as you said, I gotta learn math and physics, so that's what I've been working on. I've been focusing on my school best I can. Straight A's right now, for the time being. Regional sectors, golf, and COD does not seem to want to work for me. It's giving me an error message. Yep, grades do pave the road. I mean, if I do go to school out of state, a scholarship or two might be nice, so gotta keep those grades up. Gotta stay on top of things. It's gonna be a battle, but I got it. Just gotta work. Just gotta keep it up. Just gotta keep juggling everything. But it's going pretty good. It's going good. If I go to Continental, will it do better? And no, still does not like that. Okay. Okay, yeah, so looking at like maybe even negative 90 degrees Celsius in some parts of the eye wall there. I'd say it's around maybe even between 90 and 95, negative 90 and negative 95 degrees Celsius on the northern part of that eye wall there. So that's pretty robust. Yeah, I don't know what's up with COD right now. It's not liking it. So yeah, that's actually really cool. The eye is looking pretty impressive. It's closing up. That dry air didn't hurt it too much. Anytime, Cody. Still learning the hang of things, but practice makes perfect, they say. Okay, let me check that out. Oh, wow, yeah. Dang, that is... It looks pretty, but that is going to really pack a punch. Where is that from? Is that COD? Let me see if COD will work. COD satellite. Okay. Yeah, so it's at like negative, yeah, probably like negative 90 degrees Celsius up on those tops. That's awesome. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. What's up? It's definitely going to be interesting once it makes it here. Definitely going to try to get a live report out for it. Not the best in front of camera, but still working on it. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, we got hurricane warnings the whole Big Bend. Basically, the hurricane warnings coastwise stretch from like about Apalachicola, maybe Port St. Joe, yeah, down all the way to like Cedar Key, maybe more south. Let me check. All the way down past Tampa, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Definitely interesting in how far inland it's going to be able to move. Definitely going to be interesting. It's, what is it predicted to be, like a Cat 2, Cat 3 once it makes it up there into Georgia, like, uh, what's the name of it? Yeah, somewhere like, um, once it makes it up there towards like Atlanta, it's probably gonna be a tropical storm. Let me see where the cone is. I'm definitely still working on navigating the whole weather tropical weather thing, so we're working on it, but it's coming together. Hurricane Center. Okay, yep. NHC. Tropical weather outlooks. Arrival. Okay, yeah. So peak surge map. Let's look at it. Yeah. So everywhere from like Apalachicola down past uh yeah, just a bit like yeah, just a bit south of Cedar Point is expected to have 10 to 15 foot, maybe even 15 to 20 foot uh peak storm surge, which is crazy. That can cover up buildings, that can sweep stuff off its foundation. It's really crazy. Just check the mesoanalysis for the STP around Helene. It was robust. Oh, okay. Let me check that out. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's crazy. Like, that's saying it's going to have tropical storm force winds 90% plus percent. Yeah, 90% plus probability of tropical storm force winds all the way up until almost Tennessee, near like Chattanooga-ish is when it really starts to die off. But yeah, like all of Georgia is under that. That's crazy. I feel like we don't often see tropical storm force winds stretch that far in that like wide of a swath all the way up inland. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and check the mesoanalysis. Yep. Mesoanalysis. Yeah, what's that? 968 millibars on there. Looking for looking for let me check real quick. Really? All the way down in Tampa. Approaching all time. I want to see if there are any webcams in Tampa I can get my hands on. Because Tampa is expected to get like I think like 8 to something foot storm surge. Tampa webcam. Where are you reading that? Okay, yeah. But yeah, like the storm surge is just crazy with this. I mean, this is like my first year really trying to dive in and learn more about the tropics. So not exactly well trained or experienced. I'm still trying to figure out where to get certain things. So bear with me. But yeah, it's honestly really interesting. Quite interesting. So yeah, that's how's our storm up here doing? That is interesting. Is one of my scans behind ahead of the other. Not sure. Yeah, you definitely you see the curvature in every single storm coming on the shore here. Just like all of them are spinning. Hopefully, I mean, they shouldn't put down anything too terribly strong. Just hope they don't put down any damaging tornadoes at all. I'm not. That's way mean. Could technically. Yeah, I don't trust that 100% right there. Anything else over here while we're on this radar? Nothing else looking too crazy. We do have this right there. And we definitely just have more of these little storms spawning and coming ashore. I believe we have a 10% tornado risk, not hatched, but just a 10% tornado risk over there. Okay, talk to you later, Mr. David. I will see you. It was good having you in here. Thank you. For those of you that don't know Mr. Drobny, David Drobny, he is one of the best weather people of all time. He is absolutely amazing. If you've ever seen the Nashville Severe Weather Twitter page, go check it out. It's amazing. There is a reason why everyone I know in my area knows about them. It was funny in school today. Cincinnati Severe Weather reposted my time lapse the other day. Good night, Tombo. I had like 5 people at school. Even when my teachers come up and be like, "I saw your video." Nashville Severe Weather reposted it, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm actually gonna look at a power outage map. Yeah, in Florida, they have like a... Holy crap, dude. What's that, like 26,000 in Levy County, Florida, 10,000 in Dixie County, another 10,000 in Gilchrist County, 5,000 in Lafayette County. I think overall in Florida, what do they have? Like, let me check. Yeah, overall in Florida, they have 754,000 people without power right now. That's crazy. That's awesome. Let me... Okay, so... Again, let me check what we're looking at tomorrow. I know that a lot of chasers are probably going to call it a day after tonight and head back, but a lot of them will probably chase it up inland since it's going to have such large effects up well into it. Oh, we got an enhanced tomorrow for, North Carolina, that area. We got 10% tornado once again. That top right quadrant of the hurricane is going to be launching those little spinning supercells straight into the coast like it's doing right now. Nothing wind and hail wise, just those little mini supercells that'll be coming in and landing on the coast. So anyone on the east coast of North Carolina needs to have a tornado plan in place tomorrow, because there is, I wouldn't say a really good chance, but Yeah, you need. There's definitely a chance for a tornado in your area tomorrow. I mean, it's just slinging a bunch of these little supercells on shore. You can just see all of them. You see, we got 2 tornado warnings right here. Well, I've been live. We've probably had like 5 to 10 tornado warnings, and it's just gonna do the same tomorrow. Yeah, it's funny. If you know Freddie McKinney, yeah, he's in there. He's in Perry, and he's got a hotel, right? And the thing is, when the power goes out, he's not going to be able to use his key card to get back in his room. So, trying to figure out a way to keep it closed so that random people don't go in there. But also to go back, to be able to get back in if the power goes out. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of power outages with this. A lot of power outages. Yeah. I mean, it has, like, when the storm surge really starts kicking in, it's actually going to go crazy. I mean, the storm surge is probably kicking in right now. I have looked for live cams. I'm having trouble finding all of them. Yeah, when it goes out, it's just gonna. It's just. In his words, he said it might be over for us, but nah, he'll be fine. He'll make it out. He'll find a way. He always does. So yeah. That really? Yeah, that's such a Freddie Connor thing to do. Get hit by each other's cars, you know. Yeah, I mean, Freddie basically, I mean, he storm chases, so basically, as a black belt in karate, that's how that works, right? So, yeah, I mean, the winds do seem to be pretty strong. Let me get a good velocity reading. Oh gosh, yeah, dude, check this. When I uh dial this, it's crazy. Yeah, so around 150-mile-an-hour winds, but that then again is 4,000 feet above the surface. So that is not directly translating or even close to directly translating what's actually going on the ground. That is not ground truth. I Let me actually look at the Tempest network and see if there is any tempests that are recording any wind data live right now. Golly. My phone is being, not phone, computer is being slow. Seems to be pretty slow. Need to work on it. Okay, so don't need any of that open. Okay, so Tempest weather map. Station map, Tempest, yeah. So hopefully with this I'll be able to take a look and see if people what the winds are, what winds are being recorded. Yeah, Steinhatchee. They've got one there. Um, Wind speed is just saying 12 miles an hour. Wind speed 9 miles an hour there. Let's see, Perry saying wind gust 18 miles an hour wind speed. I know for a fact Freddie had like a 40 mile an hour wind gust a bit ago. No recent observations, so not very good data coming in from there right now, but I will check back on that soon. Real. %. So let's see what is going on with these outer bands, because inside we got those little mesovorts still, not as prominent as earlier. If you go back to the furthest scan back, you got all these little like fingers here, all mesovorts, but not quite the case anymore, but still. Yeah, that eye wall is about to hit Perry. It's hitting Taylor right now with those probably sustained 130-ish mile an hour winds, which is really crazy. That's like tornado force winds, but like not gusts. It's just sustained and everywhere for a wide swath, which is very, very, it's crazy to actually think about. My stream is giving me a bunch of different numbers for how many people are actually watching. So 2 people are watching right now. 4 people. Okay. Hey, this is my best stream yet. 57 views. Also, 1 of 2 streams, but other than that, it's basically my best. Okay, you gotta run to Perry to check on someone. Definitely do that, because Perry's about to get hammered probably. Actually, it might not be safe to drive to Perry right now. Okay, 1 second. What? Okay. So yeah, Perry. Yeah, they're getting hit pretty hard. So already getting hammered by these dark blues, which are like 130 to 150 mile an hour winds. Then again, obviously, that is thousands of feet in the air, 4,000 feet in the air, so not directly translating to what's going on the ground, but gives us an idea. Yeah, I would, if there's a way to contact them, I would do that rather than drive all over there, because the roads are probably not safe right now. Yeah, the roads are probably not where you want to be right now. So I try to contact them remotely instead and check up on them, because I don't think it'd be worth putting you in danger as well. So yeah, from Tallahassee to Perry, yeah, that would be a rough drive. Then again, I can't even drive. I haven't driven, but I'm guessing based on the fact that we might have sustained 130 mile an hour winds. Yeah, that lightning, it doesn't seem to have updated, so I'm not sure what the current lightning is looking like on it, but it's been quite impressive, the amount of lightning that's been on there. Yeah. The amount of lightning that's been with this hurricane is actually crazy. That little dry air, I did think, stalled it a little bit, strengthening-wise. It stopped it a little bit, but still, no doubt. What's this? Holy crap. at Horseshoe Beach, Florida, there's a house that's absolutely getting battered. Holy crap. Well, I think I'm going to go help Freddy real quick on his stream for a second. So I'm going to shut this off for now, but thank you for everyone who tuned in to like my first actual stream. It was fun. I'll definitely be doing more of this. Every time it'll probably get better. Probably get quicker. The overlay will probably get better. We'll see. But yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. It was really fun, and I'll definitely do this again. See ya.